everyone, welcome to CueSoc Semester 2 2017 A-Board Doubles Competition Finals. You have Kenneth and Jennie, myself, commentating for you today.
Thanks, Jennie, for that wonderful introduction. So, today's format will start off with a race to 5. So, we have 2 teams.
The first team being Michael and Wing, and the second team being LamSon and Henry. So for the doubles competition, it's a Scotch doubles format. So what that means is that the players in the team alternate between taking shots, and as Kenneth mentioned already, it's a race to 5. So in relation to Michael and Wing, just a bit of background information on the players. Michael does psychology at UNSW. He's a very, very smart boy.
Smart boy indeed.
D average. I think I know. He can.
He wants that D.
Kenneth,
What?
please.
Distinction.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
What does what D stand for?
And because he does psych, he can obviously read minds.
Yeah, he can read minds.
Triggered.
I've seen that hoodie before.
Yeah.
It says he can't, but like that's reverse psychology, right? So he actually can.
Yeah, he actually can.
Exactly.
He's trying to make you think that he can't, so that he can actually read your mind. And his teammate Wing does actuarial studies at UNSW, also a really smart boy. So I think they're taking their first shot, contemplating.
Yep. So this is just right off the break. Both teams are very experienced players. I'd say they both have a lot of skill. Definitely enough to run out tables easily. So Wing taking his first shot.
Leaving Michael with.
It seems like they're amused about something. I think Wing didn't really leave Michael with the shot he wanted. Yeah, that's the thing about Scotch doubles though. It's a lot more enjoyable because you have someone there with you as well, like undergoing the same experiences that you're experiencing.
Yeah.
When you guys kind of, play a bad shot, we like just laugh it off. Don't really think about it too much.
And so now the other team, LamSon and Henry, are walking up to the table. So LamSon does commercial cookery at the Holmes Institute, and Henry also does actuarial studies like Wing, but at Macquarie University instead.
Oh, 2 people who do actuarial studies. Interesting.
Maybe there's a correlation between actuarial studies and being good at doubles.
And being good at Scotch doubles.
Maybe we picked the wrong degrees, Kenneth.
You might need to do a regression line and see if it's whether there is a correlation.
Yeah.
But
I love regression lines. What? LamSon, who's taking a shot now, he just put up the 9. He was actually Scotch doubles finalist last semester. Unfortunately, he didn't win that one, but he came very, very close with his teammate. But last semester, LamSon did actually win the CueSoc 8-ball competition. So you can see there that he's a very experienced player, especially in terms of CueSoc competitions. His teammate Henry, however, this is Henry's first competition, but congrats to him for coming so far.
Wow. First competition and he's already made it to the final. I'd say that is an achievement as itself.
Agreed.
Where'd that cue ball come from? Alright, so here we go. LamSon taking a long shot on the 14. Very nicely played. Oh, broke it out nicely. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, so what happened there was LamSon had to break out the problem, which was the 15 and the 6 ball, I believe. Especially because they don't want to give their opponents another chance on the table because it might just be over. So you had to play a very nice shot to kind of break it out because the 15 didn't really have a pocket that it would go into. And now it's nicely over the middle pocket, so LamSon can easily take this into the side. But the only issue I'm worried about is getting position on that 12. So we'll see how he plays this shot. Very key shot in this frame. Kiss on the 7. Oh, perfect. Perfect for the 12 in the side, yes.
What a strong team.
Very strong team. Nicely played by Henry there. Right, so this is black for the first frame of the CueSoc Scotch Doubles Semester 2 2017 final. Ooh, just barely goes in. So the first frame goes to LamSon and Henry. Well, it's that time of the semester,
Yep.
Jenny.
It's the end of week 7 and the beginning of week 8, and
my
I'm beginning
Lord.
to think, where did my semester go?
Where did my semester go?
Where did my semester
my
go?
God. It feels like I'm still in like week 3 or 4.
I know, I've done not much. What?
What?
I just said that.
Not much. That's an understatement for me.
Yeah. Well, at least because it's almost week 8, that means we have the midsem break coming up
Very soon.
in
2 weeks?
2 weeks' time.
2 weeks.
I've also got reading week in week 9, so I have no classes.
Wow,
in week 9.
what is reading week?
Reading week, it's like something that the law faculty does, so that law students get an extra week off from class for the week before midsem break, so we can do our readings.
Cool.
But in reality, I feel like most law students during that period of time just cram assessments because
I mean, if you get a break, nobody's going to use the break productively.
I mean, I'm sure there are some, including those people.
Unless you, maybe I'm just speaking as myself, personal experiences.
No, I think I'm quite pretty productive during the midsem break.
Well, that was
just
very
because,
nice
the pressure gets there.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of breaks, that was a very nice break. From
Whoa,
Henry
what
there.
a nice segue.
Whoa. Whoa.
Are you doing anything during the midsem break, Kenneth?
I wouldn't say I have anything planned,
Yeah.
but I don't think I have anything to do that is productive.
So basically, you're gonna chill.
Yeah, Netflix and chill.
Cool. What are you watching?
I don't know. I've actually, I'd say I don't really watch that many things nowadays. I used to watch more back in like first year, second year. Because not that much time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, that's true. Right, so following that wonderful break, we'll see whether LamSon and Henry will be able to run this rack out. Nicely played.
I feel like the 11 ball will be a problem for them though.
That's what, I think that's what they're looking at now. They've got two options. They either use this ball that they're about to shoot, the 13 ball, to go into it, or to just roll right in front, or right behind the 11, sorry.
But they've locked up the 15 too.
I guess they kind of did roll up behind the 11. Pretty sure Henry has a shot in the 11 here, but the only issue was that LamSon in the process kind of tied up the 15 as well, so now they're having another problem to deal with. Yeah, there you go.
Good attempt.
Good
You broke out
attempt.
the 15.
Ooh, cue ball almost scratched too.
Alright, Wing and Mikey back on the table. Michael was actually the 8-ball semi-finalist last semester, and Wing was also a finalist last semester in the CueSoc 9-ball competition. So again, two strong players here as well.
Both finalists, so let's hope they break the streak of just being finalists
So
and become
Wing
the winner.
tried to play a safety there, but I think LamSon can actually see the
15, yeah. Yeah, definitely an opportunity to finish up the frame here. Just need to play a good shot on the 15, kind of roll it, go one rail for the 11. Yep, like so. Ooh, bit unlucky.
Yeah,
It was a good attempt.
good attempt. So Kenneth, did you do anything today? Because you couldn't play in the comp today, right? Because you won it before.
Yeah.
You've won everything.
Everything. Nah, not everything.
Oh, are we
Still-
going back to the
Yes.
inter-uni issue?
Is this gonna be a topic we always talk about?
Yeah, every single time.
just me
Complaining.
missing out and complaining about not being able to win the last comp that I'm still eligible to play in. The CueSoc inter-university competition.
Yeah. It's alright. Don't be too salty, Kenneth.
The fields
It's
train.
fine.
I'm not salty. Just I had my chances.
It's alright. Next time. I believe in you.
I wish I could say the same. I don't believe in myself anymore.
Oh, come on. Faith. I have faith.
Thanks, Jenny. Thanks.
No worries.
So, what did you do today? Oh wait, you played the competition today.
Yeah, I did. I played with Christopher Dam.
Ooh,
He's a very strong player. But he and I made some really silly mistakes, and we didn't get very far in the comp. But that's fine.
It's fine.
I had a lot of fun.
It's all fun and games.
Yeah.
Nicely played. Perfect. Just rolls up behind the 6 ball.
For position on the 1.
No, the 6, right? You'll take the 6.
Sorry.
It's
That's
okay,
why I
Jenny.
didn't get very far in the
It's
competition
okay.
today. I also went to Sephora today.
Sephora?
Yeah,
Why were
Sephora.
you there?
Well, because Rihanna, the ultimate queen, dropped a beauty line called the Fenty beauty line, and I went to check it out. It's amazing because they have 40 shades of foundation,
Oh,
so she's really catering for diversity.
40 shades of foundation.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I tried.
I was gonna say, why is it not 50?
I mean. Yeah. So went to check that out. And tried out her new highlighters. It's called the Kilowatt.
Oh, highlighters. Yeah, I use highlighters a lot when I study as well. Like usually
yeah,
when I'm doing
same.
my readings. Yeah.
Except I put my highlighters on my cheekbones.
Ooh, that's a bit weird. I mean, do you want your cheekbones to be like neon colored, fluorescent?
I mean,
It's a bit weird.
look.
in my opinion.
It brings them out. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Oh yeah, that's why it's called a highlighter, right?
Yeah.
I see.
And
I
the
see.
color payoff for Fenty Beauty is incredible. Really digging it.
I see. It's lit.
It's lit.
Super lit.
Super lit.
Right, so the only issue right now I see on the table is getting position on that 5 ball. Because the 9 is so close to it, it really blocks off a lot of the options that they have. So they really need to play this carefully.
Yeah. And just as a disclaimer for today's commentary, so Kenneth and I will talk about the game today as well. And as you can probably tell, we're also just going to have a bit of a chat and not be too serious with the commentary, because obviously we're not professionals and we're just here to hopefully provide some level of entertainment value to the CueSoc doubles final video. Hopefully being the key word.
Indeed. Well said. Oh, what a shot. Kiss on the 8. Oh, it looks good. I think it's fine. I think he's definitely sees the 6. The 6 goes.
Yeah.
Just position that he's worried about. Right, so key shot in this frame. So we try to level it. Back to 1. Oh, that was very well played. Fell a bit short.
Yeah, a little
but
bit short.
with Wing's skill level, this should not be a problem whatsoever.
Look, fingers crossed.
Well played. Right, so that levels it back up to 1 all.
1 all.
1 all.
And so I think it's Wings break this time.
Right, so that.
We have CueSoc League finals tomorrow too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Sunday, 10th of September.
Is the CueSoc League finals. And for those who don't know what CueSoc League is, maybe we'll just give a bit of a brief introduction to what it is, and maybe if you're interested you can think about participating in the next season. So CueSoc League is basically like an 8-week season where you play in teams of 3, and you're handicapped, which basically means that your team is given a number that represents your
skill level.
Yeah, skill and
The sum
experience
of
level.
your skill level, I reckon.
So that it balances out the playing field.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier for new players to compete in a more balanced playing field against the arguably stronger and more experienced players.
That's true, yeah. The handicap system kind of gives the lower handicap players a much better chance of winning because obviously winning a frame for less experienced players will be a bit more difficult. So the way CueSoc League actually works is it counts how many balls you've actually potted in, which is a very interesting concept because as long as you get a few balls in, you don't have to win the frame.
Yeah, you still get points.
You still get points. You pull your weight.
Yeah, and so each ball is worth 1 point, but the 8 ball is worth 3 points. So what that means is if you win that frame, you win 10 points in total.
Because there's 7 straps or solids in total.
Yeah.
And including the 8 ball would be 10 points.
And the format of it, as I mentioned before, you're playing in teams of 3, and the format is you play 3 singles each, so a total of 9 singles, 8 ball, and then you play 3 doubles, so you and your team will double up and play against the other team.
Just like today.
Just like today.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. Scotch doubles, that's exactly what it is.
And you commit to an 8-week season on Monday nights. The sessions are usually 6 to 8 p.m., 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So there's 2 sessions, and it's actually just a lot of fun. Honestly, CueSoc League is probably
atmosphere.
my favorite CueSoc event.
Yeah, it's all about the fun times.
And I feel like a lot of players actually improve so much over the 8-week season. So this season, the season that just passed, we had 2 teams which were relatively all new players. I think they're not CueSoc regulars. They basically signed up with the intention of just having a bit of fun, improving, and honestly, over the 8-week season, they've honestly surprised me so much.
Yeah, they've actually improved
so
a lot.
much.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there.
Yeah. But most importantly, I think, I can't obviously speak for them, but I think from what I've seen over the 8 weeks that they've had fun. I think they've had fun.
Of course, definitely.
Met a lot of new friends, and I think strengthened the bond between them as well, which is, yeah.
Great shot by Henry there. Perfect for the 9 ball into the side. Should be quite routine from here. Just roll up for the 15, roll up for the 11. Yeah.
You know, it's actually funny, Kenneth, because every single time we commentate and you say, oh, like, it should be easy from here, it should be quite routine from here.
Yeah, something goes wrong. I know.
Yeah, something always goes wrong. And every single time you say that, I want to Google because it's like, it's not routine for me.
It's fine, Jenny, it's fine. Experience. Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't say something went wrong, but definitely didn't want to be so close to the rail. Makes the shot slightly tougher. So, needs very good cueing here. Oh, there you go. That's exactly what I mean. Well, I mean, he got a bit fortunate there. Didn't really leave quite an easy shot for Wing or Michael, and kind of left the 8 over the pocket. So they definitely need to do something about it, or else pretty much frame over.
You can see Michael thinking very hard here.
Using that psychology brain, trying to read their minds.
What do you think he's going to do? What do you think Mike is going to do?
Well, obviously there's no straight pot, so probably just try to bank one of them in, because it's very easy to kick the 8 in, considering it's over the pocket. So if they do play safety, I don't really fancy the safety. It's very, very easy kick especially if it's LamSon playing the next shot.
Yeah. So what would you do? Would you try and bank the 5?
I'll try to either bank the 5 to the pocket next to the cue ball right now, or try to bank the 7 long rail. But I definitely fancy the long rail, banking the 7, because that way you'll get natural position on the 5. Because if you bank the 5, it's a bit hard to stay on the 7.
Kenneth? Obviously, you're not a professional player, but God, you know your stuff, hey?
I'm just guessing. Ooh, what a cut! What a shot!
Okay, so Michael surpassed us all.
Oh wow!
That was a beautiful shot.
Unfortunately, you didn't get very good position. So
Yeah, so Wing's going to
gonna have
try
to
and cut this.
pull a miracle here, and you either try to cut it or you try to bank it.
I think it's going for the cut.
Bit of a stretch too. I'm worried.
I'm worried too.
Oh, he hit it too thin. Good attempt, very good attempt from both players.
Well, at least Mikey and Wing can see the humour in this. I like the fact that they laugh after they make their mistakes,
Yeah,
because after all, I mean, this is all just, you know, like, it's serious, but it's also, it's good to just enjoy yourself during the process.
Yes, exactly. That's something you get in Scotch doubles. You don't really have an opportunity to laugh things off when you're just playing in singles, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can, but you're laughing to yourself, and, you know, it's not quite as fun.
Yeah.
Have you seen any new movies lately, Kenneth?
Pardon?
Have you seen any new movies lately, Kenneth?
New movies?
Yeah.
Well, quite recently I watched a movie called Shutter Island.
That's not new.
Well, it's not a new movie,
but I
it's
love
a
it. That's a
movie
good
I
movie.
didn't see, I didn't watch, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's a good movie though.
Yeah, of course. Have you watched it?
Shutter Island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I remember that Shutter Island very distinctly because I wrote my I can't remember if it was year 11 or year 12 essay on it, because I think it must have been year 12 3-unit English, because it was something to do with
Oh, it was your relatable text?
yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I remember it very distinctively because I spent a lot of time watching that movie, rewatching it, writing stuff on it. I really enjoyed it.
I see.
I watched It last night, actually. The
the
movie
clown one?
adapted from Stephen King's book, It.
Oh.
Yeah.
How was it?
Without giving too much away, I would just say that it definitely was not predictable. It was not predictable at all. When I went into the movie, I don't know what I was actually expecting. I haven't actually read the book, but I don't know what I was actually expecting. But when I went in, the movie and the storyline was just unpredictable the whole way through. Some parts were actually very funny as well, so it's not your typical horror movie. The horror is broken up into parts, so it's kind of separated with the comedy parts. So if you're not a big fan of horror movies, I think this is a good movie to start because it's not that scary actually.
Oh, okay, I see.
I watched Annabelle recently too. Like, I am not a horror movie fan, but for some reason recently I've just been dragged into these situations where I get dragged along to watch these horror movies and I get nightmares, but it's fine. I'm still alive. Here I am.
Right, so score right now is 2-1, LamSon and Henry's way. So as you can see right now, they're both, I'd say there's definitely opportunity to run the table here, but you'll need to take a very tough shot. Ooh, that's the bank. That's a very interesting shot.
Oh, Michael.
Kenneth, you need to stop texting your girlfriend. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Sorry, please don't kill me. Sorry. Kenneth, for those who can't see Kenneth right now, he's sitting with his hands on his face palming because he's so sick of me. Sorry, Kenneth.
My mom's not my girlfriend.
What? Disturbing.
Right, so because Henry missed the bank, now kind of gave Michael and Wing the opportunity to run out the rack here. So they're solids, not too many issues here, so shouldn't be a problem. So Jenny,
Yeah.
we have another competition coming up next week, don't we?
Yes, we do. It's the 14.1, or also known as the straight pool competition.
Yeah. Very suitable for people who are straight.
And or
I
other.
support gay marriage.
Yeah, me too actually. So Kenneth, you are so awkward. I can't even right now. Just to be clear, CueSoc is open and we're very diverse. Our members, we welcome all sorts of members. Kenneth is just being Kenneth.
Yes, Kenneth is just being Kenneth. Right, so can't see, my view's blocked, but with the position they have, I think they'll need to try to take the 7 down rail or into the middle, because the other two balls isn't really in a very awkward position, so this is definitely the key shot of this frame. And Michael and Wing definitely need to get this frame since it is a very short race format, only race to 5, and they're already 2-1 down, so if they lose one more they'll be 3-1 down, and their opponent only needs 2 frames, which is not much at all. So
We also have William Yuan here with us.
William Yuan? Isn't that a first year?
Who won the 9-ball competition and the
snooker as well.
Yeah,
wow.
snooker competition this
What
semester.
a beast.
Do you want to say hi, Will?
Hello. Yeah. Unfortunately, I got knocked out of this competition, so didn't make it too far. Got knocked out second round by Grant, who made it to the semi-finals. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Will.
Thanks, Will, for your input.
Are you doing anything during the mid-semester break, Will?
No plans at the moment, but it's good to have a break from uni. Yeah, and I think we have a couple of CueSoc events.
Yeah, definitely. We've got
Pool party and social pool.
planned for our mid-sem breaks. So if you have time from break from studying, be sure to drop by to say hi if you don't want to participate in the event, or just sign up.
Yeah, and just to be clear, so the social pool is on the 30th of September during the mid-sem break. That's a Saturday. And the pool party is on the 1st of October, Sunday during the mid-semester break. So those are both social events that CueSoc runs. And if you're interested in just having a fun time over the weekend before uni starts, you should definitely come along.
Right, so now we've got Wing taking the black. Very nicely played by Wing. Right, so that levels it up, back up to 2-all.
This is going to be a close one.
Yeah, of course. Right, so let's maybe talk about the synergy of both teams. I know that Michael and Wing played Scotch doubles last semester as a team together. I'm pretty sure they got knocked out by Chris Dam and Carl Toff last semester. But they did make it to the quarterfinals, so they did alright, because it was just unfortunate they had to play such a strong team last semester. But I mean, you always get another chance like this, so as you can see, now they're in the final of this semester. So
Yep.
yeah, definitely don't be too worried about not going too far in one of the semesters, because there will be definitely another chance to win in the future. But unfortunately for Michael and Wing, it is their last semester at uni, so
Stakes are a bit higher,
yeah.
so hopefully they can win
Last
before they
chance.
graduate. Yeah. So are you going to play in the 14.1 next week, Kenneth?
Yeah, nah. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play, Jenny. Unfortunately.
Why is that?
I'll be there. I'll be there to make sure everything's running smoothly.
Have you won it before?
Yeah.
Again, going back to the point of Kenneth having won
Go on.
everything. Okay, so we have 14.1 next Saturday on the 16th of September. We have social pool on the 30th of September, pool party on the 1st of October, and the 8-ball competition, which is probably the biggest competition of the year,
Yeah, definitely.
on the 7th of October, which is week 10 of university. And following that, we have another social pool in week 12, Saturday 21 October, and that leads us into week 13, StuVac and
Week
finals.
13.
And during our StuVac and finals, we don't have any events on because we want to obviously all focus on doing well for our subjects at university,
Indeed.
because priorities.
Priorities, indeed.
Priorities. But after the exams, and trust me when I say that CueSoc will be banging with a lot of fun events during the Christmas break.
Yes.
So definitely look out for those. Are you worried about finals coming up, Kenneth?
By finals, do you mean finals day or finals of university?
Finals of university.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, should probably worry more about some of the other assessments I have first. I have major project, 30%, due week 13. Two more other quizzes. Yeah, so
Sounds intense. Good luck. You can do it.
thanks, I'll need it.
Are you going anywhere after the exams? As in going overseas?
Nothing planned as of yet.
Okay.
We'll see.
Cool.
How are you, Jenny? Any plans?
Yeah, I'm going to Shanghai on the 25th of November. I think it's 25th or 26th
Shanghai.
of November.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. And I'll be there for about a month and a half and come back. I fly back on the 6th of January, I think. So it'll be fun.
Going overseas is always fun. It's like a escape from reality.
Yeah, for sure.
A brief moment. And then when you come back, it's bang!
Yeah.
Responsibilities. Everything. Back on your shoulders.
Yeah. This is actually my last semester of university as well, so I graduate, well, hopefully. should be fine, should be fine.
You'll be fine, Jenny.
I finish uni at the end of this semester, which means next year I'll go to full-time work.
Yeah.
So bam, responsibilities indeed.
Bam.
Bam.
Real life. Shaba Wing. Now, the reason why it was good shot is because Wing kind of generated a very nice angle on the 11 to kind of break out the 15, because the 15 clearly is a problem ball of this rack. So definitely watch the shot.
One of the strengths in terms of Wing and Michael as a team, I feel like, is Wing and Michael have a very strong chemistry through all their years of being part of CueSoc. I would say they're pretty good friends, and I'm not sure if you can see their interactions on the camera actually, but as you can probably tell, Wing and Michael communicate a lot when they're playing. They talk to each other a lot, make sure the communication lines are open, and I think they've both got a pretty positive and fun attitude while they're playing today.
Yeah, definitely. Agreed.
In terms of LamSon and Henry, I'm not too sure about their chemistry, not because I'm saying that they're not good friends or anything, but because I haven't actually seen them play together before. So, but they're definitely very strong players, as you can tell anyway, so that's a strong point for them. But you can probably tell that LamSon and Henry are very, very serious players. So even though they're communicating a lot, I definitely think they're taking the whole match
very seriously.
Yeah. which is fine, which is good, as long as they're having fun and enjoying themselves.
I mean, you've already reached this far, right? You've got to go the whole way.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
I'd like to shout out to Johnson Nguyen for winning the Q raffle today.
Oh, congratulations, Johnson Lowe.
Yeah, today we had an interesting way of initiating the CueSoc raffle.
Yeah, and let me just quickly cut in there, Kenneth. I'll explain to people who are listening to our commentary what the CueSoc raffle is. So CueSoc has an initiative. So our competitions, if you enter our competitions and you don't have your own cue and you're playing the competition with a house cue, which is basically not your own cue.
Well, not your own cue and
is a City Heroes.
City.
And you're basically... we do a CueSoc Q raffle, and as long as you're eligible, based on the above criteria I just mentioned, and you're participating in that day's competition, you're eligible for winning a brand new Q. And this is our way of basically trying to give back to our newer players, because we want to encourage everyone to play pool. And even if you don't have your own equipment, even if you're a complete beginner, we want to give you the right platform and equipment to be able to do that. So that's what the Q raffle is, and we changed the way that we did the Q raffle today. In the past, we used to basically, it was literally just a raffle and you just drew out a name out of a hat basically, but today we changed the format.
Yeah, so today's format was, would call it a roulette kind of format.
Yeah.
So what we usually do is it's kind of like just a guessing game where so basically what happens is we'll get a random member to break, just like a normal pool break.
8-ball rack?
8-ball rack, yeah. Except the balls are randomized, so the positions of where each ball is placed, including the 8-ball, is random, and you get to guess, the outcome. So it's either a dry break, in other words, no balls go in. It's also, you can guess whether a stripes or a solid goes in, or you can also guess whether 3 or more balls go in as well. So it's very interesting. So Johnson today got the most correct guesses. I believe it's out of 8 guesses in total, and he got 6 of them correct. So
Congratulations, Johnson.
Yes, congratulations.
I'm glad he's got his own cue now.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely for those other players who are, looking to try out the competitions, because we also do have the first-time competitors.
Free entry.
Yeah. Yes. So if you are looking into maybe kind of joining the more competitive kind of, you can still have fun,
Yeah. But more competitive side of CueSoc, then definitely give it a go, because your first competition is free. It's on us.
Yeah.
So why not?
Yeah, why not? And also, even if you do, get unlucky, get eliminated early, we still have a lot of tables still open for you to have a hit with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a good segue, actually, just to give a brief introduction into the history of CueSoc. So I won't bore you with too much, but CueSoc was founded, what years are now? Oh, a while ago now. It was founded in 2010. Yep, by the founder, Matt Lau, who's a very close friend of mine. And when it first started, I joined I think it was like two years after it started. So I joined in 2012. And when it first started, the society was very, very small, and we were very heavily focused on the competitive side of pool, which basically meant that our membership base was very limited to those people who took pool very seriously. And we identified that as a problem, because we noticed that, well, obviously we don't want pool to just be something that only really serious players can play. A lot of people play pool for the social fun of it, for just spending time with friends. And so we wanted to cater for that sort of audience as well, and make our society as open as possible, as welcoming as possible as well, because we also noticed that there's a lot of people who are very interested in playing pool but aren't necessarily very good at it, because they don't have the right access to the right sort of opportunities. So we wanted to create that opportunity for our members, and so that's the way we introduced social pool, events like social pool and pool party into our society, to basically cater for the more social players. And I think now our community has grown so much. I think when we first started in 2010, there were only like 50 members, and now we have more than like 1,000 members per year. And it's just incredible to have seen our community grow so much. I'm so proud to have been part of CueSoc over the years. This is so cheesy. But it's been great, and I love the community. Everyone here is so nice. I think the best part is the fact that we have events for people who are only social players, so those people who don't want to take pool seriously, just want to play some pool for fun. We have events for you, and we also have events for people who do take pool a bit more seriously, like these competitions that we're commentating on today, like the CueSoc League as well. So good mix of both, I would say. But obviously, we have ways of improving too, and we'll keep trying to improve for our members.
Yeah, definitely. We've come a long way.
Yeah, I would like to say so, but still a long way to go.
Yeah. Always room for improvement.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right, so back to the game. The current score is 3-2. LamSon and Henry's way. LamSon tried to cut the 10 into the side, didn't really make it. It was a very tough shot, so now they've given a chance for Michael and Wing to take this frame away from them. Now, it's very crucial that Michael and Wing take this frame. Like I said before, it's only a race to 5, so if they do lose this frame, LamSon and Henry will be on 4, and which means that one more and the title's theirs. So very crucial, very crucial.
This match has actually gone quite quickly. Normally doubles, I feel like, takes a little bit longer because the players like to communicate with each other.
Themselves. So. Very, very nice shot by Michael.
Sometimes, to be honest, watching these matches makes me super nervous. I feel like I get really nervous for the players.
Nice shot. Ooh, a bit too much. It's a bit awkward because considering the angle on the 5 ball, it might run into the 10. And that's something you definitely want to avoid, because once you contact that 10, your position for 8 ball is almost impossible. So very crucial shot here. Ooh. Missed the cut just by a tiny bit. So now another chance for LamSon and Henry to jump on the table and try to clinch this frame back into their hands. There's only one shot you can take here, one in the middle. But I'm not sure. I think they're worried about the scratch or going 2 rails and going right behind the 8 ball. and blocking the temple into the side. So definitely need to think about this shot here. Make sure everything goes to plan, because this is also a very crucial frame for them, because like I said from before, if they get this frame, the pressure just gets applied so much more because of the fact that they're on the hill. So very nice shot from Henry. Oh, where's the cue ball going?
I think it's fine.
Not in the pockets. That's where it's not going.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's fine, but it's definitely not ideal position that LamSon would want. It's very, very long distance. So yeah, of course, if LamSon does make this, they would definitely deserve the frame. Oh, what a shot. Great shot by LamSon there. So now he's left Henry with a
Super nervous.
medium cut towards the side. It's very, very important that he makes this shot, because Michael and Nguyen are just waiting to jump back onto the table since their five's just over the corner pocket as well. Just have to see how it goes. Right, so Henry calls the side pocket. Oh, no, he called the corner. Very good attempt though, but like I said,
This is a good opportunity for Michael Wing.
yeah, not too much work to be done on the five, just need to roll it in, literally. It's fine, no, it's fine. Any harder, it would have been a disaster. Michael can definitely still reach this, no problem.
I'm very nervous for them. Come on,
Shouldn't be a
Mikey.
problem. Come on, Michael. Oh, just. Oh, yeah, so Michael double tapped the cue ball, I believe. Double tap.
Good on Michael though. Good on Michael for calling his own foul at a crucial moment like that, at such a critical moment in the match. Good on Michael for doing that. Super proud of him, because I think more than anything else, when playing pool as well, it's important to have integrity. True sportsmanship during the competition. Because I've been in, well, it makes me sound so old, but because I've been in CueSoc for a number of years, it sounds
Not that old, Jenny. Not that old.
I mean, but yeah, because I've been around for a little bit, I have seen players come by where they're a bit more competitive, which is fine. I understand that, but I think sometimes in the moment they may lose some of that sportsmanship attitude, which is, I mean, like I can understand that, but good on Michael for calling his own foul. I don't think anyone else even really picked up on it. I don't think LamSon and Henry picked up on it either, or they definitely didn't say anything, jump in to say anything. So good stuff, Mikey.
Yeah. It was a good shot though, just very unfortunate.
Yeah. Would be a terrible feeling, but no, good on Mikey. Mikey definitely wins in terms of having that integrity. So. And so Henry and LamSon are on the hill. They just need to win one more to win the match.
Break. Very good break by Henry there.
If LamSon and Henry win this would be a very good year for LamSon, because he's, like I mentioned at the start, he won the 8-ball competition, the CueSoc 8-ball competition last semester, and if he wins this would be another one in the bag for him. So because today is core pockets, Henry obviously didn't core that top pocket. And even though he potted the ball, it's not his ball.
Yeah, the shot still turnovers to the opponent.
I'm still a bit sad about that foul just then by Michael. I feel a bit emotionally affected by that. But yeah, good on Michael.
Very good save. Very good save by Wing there. Oh, actually, no, I think it's just not enough. LamSon can just see the 13 to put it into the corner. So.
Apologies, we don't. From where we're commentating, we actually don't have an amazing angle of the table
At all. Yeah.
at all. But we're trying. We're doing our best.
Try our best.
Good attempt by LamSon there. Mikey's back on the table. Kenneth, if you could quit your job or what you're studying right now and become successful in anything, what career would you choose?
Any.
Yeah, and you'd be good at it.
It doesn't have to be sport, does it?
No, a career. Whatever you choose for that to be.
That's a very interesting question, Jennie. I've actually never thought about it, so you might need to give me some time.
Sure. I've thought about it.
Really?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on it?
I think, well, there's two that I'm tossing up between. If I could quit everything that I'm doing right now and completely change my career and be good at it, I think I'd like to be either a manager for a model. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, book them shows, do all that stuff. I feel like it'd be a really stressful job though, but I kind of feel like it'd be fun. I kind of like the fast-pacedness of it all. Or be a successful wedding planner. I think wedding planning is great.
A few similarities in both the jobs that you're tossing between.
Which are?
Very organizing-based kind of activities.
Yeah, I suppose, right? Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
Speaking of organizing events, you were the one who organized my 21st as well, so...
Yeah, I did. That was fun.
Thank you for that, Jennie. Thank you for
Anytime.
That. It was very
Anytime,
fun.
Kenneth. Anytime.
Sorry for those who knew me and wasn't invited. But you should definitely invite me to your 21st.
What? Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Snake through. Little kiss on the 8. Oh. Interesting.
Damn. But the thing is, I feel like being a manager for a model in Australia would be much harder than if you were in another country. Because I just don't feel like the market here is very big. I feel like if you're being a wedding planner in Australia though, there's probably a bit more room.
Well, I'm sure if you're good at it, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, you'll definitely be hired by someone who's like really big, right? And they'll definitely, get you to go over to like America or Europe or wherever they're big in, and it should be fine.
Yeah.
Interesting question though.
Yeah.
Would you rather?
You haven't answered, but anyway.
Would you rather be the manager of an Asian actor or actress, or a
Somewhere
American?
else? Oh, that's interesting.
Because they both have very different cultures.
Yeah, I definitely feel like the Asian media industry has a very different approach to talent management as compared to the US. But obviously, we probably know nothing about this stuff, so our comments on this are probably completely invalid. Ideally, I'd like to try both. I think that'd be really fun. I can't say I have a preference because I haven't tried. So for now, I like to try both.
Interesting. Ooh, just. Ooh, where's the cue ball going? Oh, just drops in. That brings it to 4-3.
Yep. So have you thought about it? What you'd do?
Very interesting. There's just so many options, you know, because anything.
Yeah, anything.
Anything.
You could be a successful pool player.
Oh, I actually don't like that.
Why?
I mean, I enjoy pool and all, I'm passionate about it, but like,
Yeah, you're really good at
I
it.
feel like it's very stressful.
Yeah.
It's very stressful. You need to practice every day, and honestly, you know, back then I was a very social player, right? I was a social graded player as well, and eventually took pool a bit more seriously. Joined the competitive scene of CueSoc, and I'd say throughout this whole journey, I still enjoy pool, but it's definitely not the fun and laughs and the muck around kind of
Yeah, I get that.
vibe that you used to get. So
Yeah, I get that. No, I've noticed that too. I'm not even a very strong player, but I definitely realized that compared to when I first started playing pool, my attitude towards it is very different. So when I first started playing, literally it was just for the fun and giggles. No clue how to hold a cue, like none of that stuff. It was just a lot of fun. But over the years, my attitude towards it has changed.
yeah, definitely. Like sometimes I feel, you know, just a bit disappointed at myself if I don't perform
Oh yeah.
to the standard that I need to be, you know. So yeah, that's something that changed. Like you never really need to think about that.
Yeah, because back then you didn't have expectations of yourself, and all of a sudden you have expectations of yourself.
Yeah.
Makes it harder.
Damn, what a deep and meaningful topic.
Went from
Conversation.
0 to 100 real quick.
That escalated quickly. Something I've noticed, both players do not have a Revo shaft.
I feel like there's only one. Is there one? Only one? Do you know anyone
There is
else?
only one CueSoc member that I at least know that owns a Revo shaft. Who could that be, Jenny? Who could that be?
I mean, I'm not too sure. A Revo shaft is super expensive. Is this free advertising for Predator Cues?
Oh, it's by Predator Cues? Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, who could it be?
Who could it be?
He told us to stop.
Oh, he told us to stop. I wonder who. Oh, hey there, Will. Would you like to join into the conversation?
Don't really have much to add. It's become a really close game.
Yup. It is. This is very cozy. Can you get the 15?
Does 15 go? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it goes.
Can you see, Will?
Quite positive. Yeah, I can see it.
Have any plans tonight, Kenneth?
Tonight? No, not really.
Cool.
I'd say the only plans I have was coming here today to run the event. You know,
Cool.
probably gonna definitely try to get some time in to practice for finals day tomorrow for CueSoc League.
Yeah.
Definitely looking to try win that. So
Ooh.
yeah, you should too, since you're playing in that as well, right, Jenny? Who's in your team?
Chris Dam and Jess Just saying.
Ooh, Chris Dam. Strong
But Jess,
player.
yeah, Jess is overseas at the moment, so we're having a sub for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, she's in
Shanghai.
Exactly where you're going in a
Few months.
few months' time.
So soon though.
Yeah, in a blink of an eye.
Nice shot by LamSon. Oh my god, I'm nervous.
Yeah, this is for the title. This is for the title.
Yeah.
8's in a very awkward position since it's blocked directly behind the 3 to the bottom left-hand corner pocket. So LamSon and Henry are kind of brainstorming ways to kind of figure a way out and try to get these 3 balls in without any problems.
So, any plans tonight, Will?
Probably not. I'm quite busy as of late, so probably don't have time to have too much fun. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Ooh, alright, there we go. So chance for Wing and Michael to jump back into the table. Don't think they have quite an easy shot, so we're just gonna stun the cue ball behind the 8. There you go. Yep. Very simple shot. Very easy to execute. Not too many risks involved. That's why he didn't really hesitate and just kind of jumped onto the table and took it. Whoa. Good attempt. Almost got the jump in, but very unfortunate to pot the cue ball into the side, but very fortunate to leave the 15 blocking the 7. Now that makes it a lot more difficult for Michael and Wing to clear up from here, since 4 balls with a ball in hand shouldn't be a problem for them, but now considering where the 15 is, makes it very, very tough. They'll definitely be using the 7 as a way to kind of play it safe and, block a clear shot on the 15 and hope for another ball in hand. So very crucial that Michael and Wing don't make any careless mistakes at this stage of the competition. Right, so there you go. Use the 7 to kind of block the 15. Let's see what LamSon does here.
Foul.
57. So, because of the very good safety played by Michael there, Wing and Michael now have a very good chance of clearing up here and taking the frame away and bringing it to a decider, which is definitely something everyone wants to see.
But let's not be too hopeful. Anything can happen at
Close
this
game
point.
is a good game.
I can't see from where I'm sitting, but is the 3 is the 3 blocked by the 8 if they were to go down the long rail?
I'm pretty sure it is, but there is no way you'd be taking it down that rail since Wing left such a wide angle for 5 right now. There's two ways. You either play it with a bit of stun and kind of drop in behind the 3, or you play into the 3. There you go. Roll right behind the 3. Very well
so
played.
good.
Very good shot by Michael there. Very crucial shot
Even
as well.
his opponents clapped for him for that one. That was beautiful.
Yes.
So this is a critical
Bit
shot
of a
for
reach
Wing.
for Wing. Very important to just make sure you guarantee the pot on this one.
I'm so nervous. I almost can't watch. My heart, my heart, my heart, my heart.
Oh man.
It's okay, it's okay.
Alright, so very good chance for Henry and LamSon to take the title from here. Very good shot by Henry. Very good shot, very good shot. Right, for the title of CueSoc Scotch Doubles Semester 2 2017 champions.
Can LamSon make the 8?
Oh, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Just like 2 shots ago. Yeah, so LamSon definitely wants to take as much time as he can. Very crucial shot. Nice shot. Well played. Congratulations.
So there we go. Congratulations, LamSon and Henry, for taking home the title of CueSoc Semester 2 2017 8-ball doubles competition. Michael and Wing played extremely well. Congratulations to them as well for making it into the finals. I'm proud of the boys.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Very well done. Very, very well done. Just a bit unfortunate, but yeah.